Hey guys, so continuing on the fallout of the Cridious Detective Dead incident, I've been watching a lot of videos on the topic. I've been following people on Twitter, seeing what they're saying about it, and I think it's fair to say that that this has the potential to change a lot of things in how crowdfunding comics is handled. People are saying they're definitely not going to be so open to trust newcomers as easily as they have been previously, and I think that's a good thing. Obviously, it's going to make it harder for people like me to earn trust of potential backers. But ultimately, if you have all your ducks in a row, then you really shouldn't have too much to worry about. If you have the answers to the questions that people are going to have, then you should do well. So previously it has felt like a bit of a free-for-all. People would pop up, get on a stream, get their names out there, and in the fervor, everyone, including myself, has just been sort of jumping on whatever story, whatever art we think looks appealing, and not really getting too deeply into the circumstances of the creators of the team, and not looking at how realistic the campaign is. But I think all of that is about to change. So if you're putting out a book that's more than, say, 40 pages, I think it's justified that people ask you some tough questions. How much of the book have you got done? If you don't have much done, how are you planning to pay for everything if you don't raise a certain amount, or even if you do? What kind of history do you have? What's your situation? I think they're valid questions that every new creator and existing creator should be open and willing and able to answer. So yeah, in addition to art and story and tchotchkes, as Zach puts them, I think trust is going to be, as big as all those things moving forward. I was watching a War Campaign stream, and Ro was sort of half jokingly, half not, saying, we're going to put your guys' feet to the fire, doesn't matter who you are. It's not good, but it's not a huge issue if you lose $25, $30, $40, $50 on a campaign. But if this starts happening, I don't care who you are. No one's going to want to be looking back at the campaigns that they've backed over the past couple of years and seeing that they've just given away hundreds, maybe, who knows how many campaigns could go under. No one's going to want to look back and see that they've just lit a whole bunch of cash on fire and have nothing to show for it. So, it really is going to be important that we as a community of people who are invested in, involved in, passionate about crowdfunding comic books, that we get serious about this and that we pay attention, and we're not so naive, not so automatically trusting just because a guy seems nice, is really passionate about his project. Passion is essential, but it's not going to get... You can't pay people with passion, and you can't print books with passion. You need money for that. You need a business plan. You need to plan for contingencies. It's going to mean guys like me who are artist writers. I'm writing, doing the line art, doing the colors, doing the lettering. I'm a graphic designer by trade, so I'm doing pre-press. This is going to be a huge advantage for guys like me in the future, because I mean, my only expense is my own time, which I'm only more than happy to invest in my own work. But if you're not like me, if you do have to pay artists, if you do have to pay colorists and letterers and get a guy to set up your book correctly, yeah, this stuff costs money. This is before production. Before printing and before shipping. It cannot be a thing going forward that, you know, X number of comics that you back in a year, you'll never get. That can't be a thing. If that becomes the norm, you know, it's all dead on arrival. So with I guess now with my upcoming campaign, that's going to change a little bit about how I'm going to lay out the campaign page. Some of the things I'll be focusing on. I'll be writing a bit about my history. I have a history with zine publishing. I had an Etsy store for 3 years, sold thousands and thousands of orders, fulfilled thousands of orders through that Etsy store. I had a t-shirt business that I would sell t-shirts through online. That sort of stuff where I previously probably wouldn't have considered putting it up there. Maybe I will now. It's just extra little things to, you know, I need people who are looking at my project. They think it looks cool, they like the look of the story, they like the look of the art, but they don't know me. They don't know me from a pile of bricks, so I have to earn their trust, and any way that I can do that is going to be essential to running a successful campaign, because this will be my first time I've ever crowdfunded a project before. And my desire to move into crowdfunding comic books is what initially spurred on my decision to put my name out there, put my name to my work, my real name, and my face. So you know who I am. If I do anything dodgy, which I promise I won't, my name and my face will forever be attached to that. So, you know, this being out there, being myself, is part of that. Is part of that, earning that trust. So yeah, remember, this is a fan movement. This is about consumers. I'm a consumer, and if anything, I would say that's my message to consumers. Do your due diligence. If a campaign looks too good to be true, reach out to the creator. Ask them tough questions. You know, how feasible is the project that they're doing? How big is the team? How long do they reasonably think it's going to take? What happens if this happens? What happens if that happens? And to creators, make sure that that information is out there so that you can garner the trust of consumers. And yeah, so guys, if you like this content, hit subscribe, hit like, leave a comment, and I'll see you tomorrow. Cheers. Bye.
Hi, I'm Michael Bancroft, writer and artist of The Lucent. Going on 5 years now, I've been passionately working on my magnum opus, a fantasy graphic novel that blurs the line between dreams and reality. My first book in the series, Waking Dream, introduces readers to the mysterious world of the Lucent, a place that on the surface looks not too dissimilar from the world you know, but where nothing is quite as it seems. It's a place where powerful enemies hide in plain sight, fighting ancient battles for control of the future. Here we meet Ella Forsyth, a young woman who by all accounts appears to be living a low-key life. But in her dreams, she's hiding a secret with the power to turn everything we know upside down. Sign up now to be notified by email when this campaign goes live, and you'll receive an exclusive postcard if you go on to back the book. For regular updates, follow me on Twitter at @TheLucentComic. Together, we can create something that's truly memorable. See you at launch.